Hello and welcome once again to the Hunt for the Cup, the show where we exclusively and extensively document the Nations Cup 2025 season. It's a very exciting show tonight. One of my favorite tracks in the world, one of my favorite runs, my favorite downhills, the beautiful Lauberhorn at Wengen. So we got a very exciting show coming up for you. We're going to, for the first time, be really analyzing the racers and the tracks and their lines. And so it's going to be a really, really fun show. Normally right here is where I would be introducing my good friend and co-host and technical expert Martin Roshkov. Unfortunately, Marty's had quite a serious family emergency and he won't make it with us tonight, so I hope everything goes okay. We're going to run through the racers in reverse order from 24 to number 1. Number 24 should have been Aretsa from France, but the French number 1 for some reason didn't start this week, so he gets 0 points. Next, the first racer that we're actually going to take a look at is Mentalist, a new racer on Team EU All-Stars this year, coming in at 23rd position. Here we are at the top of the beautiful Lauberhorn racetrack. I mean, just look at this view. I mean, I know it's a video game, but oh my god, if that's what it looks like in real life, wow, beautiful. Very nice start for Mentalist as he comes through the top of this track into the long Oberkurve, as it's leading into the preparation for this big right-footed turn which takes you down to the Russisprung. A nice blind jump, very nice direction, very nice on the line, nails that. And now as he's coming through and starting to set up for the Schuss and the traverse that comes through here. So as he comes through this long right-footed fall-away turn, picking up some good speed, preparing for the panorama curve, which is designed to help him break down the speed as he hits the Hundschof, the big jump. Boom, look at that. 76 meters, very nice. Through the Minchkante, line is nice. Coming through Canadian's corner, the line is also very nice. He's right on it, a little bit wide. Now, as he prepares, that's a little bit dicey. As he prepares for the Kernen S. He gets nailed in the Kernen S. Let's see. Let's wait till see if he makes it through. Takes him back and he starts up again. And let's see. Oh, no, not again. Well, his day is over. Let's just see if he makes it through. That's something that's very interesting about this new format. I mean, it's no longer about getting the perfect line or hitting it too hard. It's about being safe, stable, and ready to go. Okay, good. So now he's made it through, but of course, a normal split around here when you come through, a good time is like 117 under the Wasser station, 117, 118 for the top racers. So pretty much that's the end of the race for Mentalist today, so we're going to stop there. It's very funny because a lot of these first racers had a lot of problems in either the Kernen S, which is, a very difficult, very unusual part of this track that there's nowhere else in the world, or, maybe they went a little bit too tight on a gate when they should have given it a bit more space. So I think it's very interesting with this one race format that people need to adjust how they approach these races. Next, we're going to go take a look at another new racer this year, Plunder from the Italian team. So we pick him up as he comes off the Russisprung, very nicely executed, starts the setup and the preparation into the traverse section. Comes over this little roller, gets about 33 meters of air, and now into the big right-footed turn on the traverse, this big fall-away, into the preparation for the panorama curve. Nice, right on the line, very good split, 47, everything's starting out great. Let's see what happens on the Hundschof. Very nice, 65 meters, Minchkante is beautiful. The line is also very nice coming through Canadian's corner. Everything looks perfect. And then here we come to the dangerous Kernen S, and good, he makes it through. Very nice, but misses that gate and does the secret bail where you go out, you dump it, and then you start over again. That was number 22, Plunder from the Italian team. Next person we have up is Ski Racing, Germany's number 1. He's in 21st position this week, so let's go take a look at his race on the beautiful Lauberhorn racecourse. So we pick up ski racing at the top of the Russisprung. Nicely executed, 65 meters, rolling right through. Nice, beautiful line. Ooh, close to that sign there. Nice, very beautiful line, very right on the line into the start of the traverse, the fall away. Nice, high, tight, everything looks good. Through the panorama curve, again, a very good split, 47.5. And through this big, beautiful jump, man, 77 meters, wow. Minchkanta's nice. Everything goes well through Canadian corner. But once again, what happens as it comes through the Kernen S? Very nice through the S. Oh, but you see he's a little bit late in the line, and he hits that gate and bounces out. Again, I think it's funny because a lot of these, ski racing is one of the best racers, as is the next person that comes, Pepicum 20. I mean, these are some of the, Mentalist is also very, very strong racer. And, you know, you have to start thinking about giving yourself more distance on the gate. It's not about pushing for the record time. It's about getting a good time and a solid time and finishing the course to score points, because you have to score points. That's the name of the game. So, next let's go take a look at the number one for my former team, Pepicum. He came this week in at position 20. So we pick him up, and the entry to the Russisprung. Wow, that's a beautiful line there. Look at that split, 25.9. That's really, really flying. Very tight through the top and the entry into this traverse section, the nice little downhill schuss. And then this long follow-away left that brings you into the preparation for the panorama curve, which just looks beautiful. 46.93, that's an amazing split. Just top-notch. Beautiful through the prep. Like, oh geez, how many meters is that? 83 meters off the Hundschuff. Great Canadian's corner. Just a perfect line. But again, this is one of those racers that maybe pushed a little bit too aggressively, because they come very nicely through the Kernen S. But again, they're far too wide coming out of here, and he just can't get back in time to make that gate. I was quite surprised when I saw the results. There's a lot of top racers that, you know, had a lot of difficulty in certain parts, which is normal, but that's what makes this one race format so exciting. It's no longer about a small group of people dominating. As we get to the top, we have a brand new winner, we have a brand new bronze medalist, we have a whole bunch of new people in the top 10, first-time racers, and I think that's a really exciting development for the game. So next, we're going to go take a look at a new racer from Team Germany, Tom 84. We picked Tom up on the entrance to the Russisprung. Beautiful line, a little bit offline, a little bit too far to skiers right. Comes into the preparation of this top section where he, you know, everything's looking fine. He looks calm, cool, and collected. Very nice through the traverse, very high and tight on that gate. Let's see what his split is here. 48, a little bit slow, but not so bad. Comes through this big jump. Wow, 80 meters, beautiful. Nice and high and tight through Canadian's corner. Right to the top of the preparation for the very dangerous today. Kernen S, and boom, he's out as well. So Tom then wound up in position 19 this week. Next, we're going to come up to one of last year's racers and the first person on Team Switzerland. We're going to go take a look at the run of McGarrett, who finished this week in 18th place on Wengen. By the way, Wengen is his favorite run in real life and in the game. So let's go take a look and see how he did this week. So here we are at the top, at the start of the beautiful Lauberhorn, following McGarrett down. So watch as he goes through this opening section. Very aggressive on that gate. Not so much distance, not so much safety. Coming through the Oberkurve. And look, see, right there. That's a gate that you should give more space to. You're not going to pick up that much time. Really, that's a little bit of an error that needs to be corrected by just giving a little bit more space, staying off that gate and picking maybe not the most aggressive line you can have, but a safer, more stable line. Now we come to another new racer from Austria this time in 17th position, Fighter 1908. Let's go take a look at his run down the Lauberhorn. We pick him up at the top of the Russisprung. Very nice line, very tight, very good split, 26.1. That's pretty good. That's very good. Nice competitive time. Everything seems to be going very well. He's on the line, he's looking good. Very nice through this preparation for the panorama curve. Again, he's coming in, wow, 47.6. That's a nice split. It's a nice time. Very good off the Hundshof, very nice, 80 meters, solid flight, Minch content, no problem. As he comes through Canadian's corner, also no problems, but here is where he just missed the direction, a little bit off that jump. His day is over, so we're gonna congratulate him on his 17th place finish and point score for Team Austria. Next up, we're gonna take a look at another new racer, this time from Team Germany, Wammerl. Anyways, so let's go take a look and see how he did on his first race in the Nations Cup. Here we pick him up at the top of the Russisprung. Again, beautiful line, very nice split, 25.7. You know, everything about this run so far is going very well. Ooh, just made it past the screens there. Nice little correction at the end. Beautiful through this traverse, tight, high up on the line, very nice. Let's see what his split is here. Again, 47 flat almost. That's great. Coming into this beautiful big jump. Wow, 75 meters almost. As he prepares to come through Canadian's corner. Everything's looking good, everything's looking good. But once again, a little bit off in the direction on the exit from Canadian's corner. His day was over, so Wammerl wound up in 16th place for this week's event in Wengen. Next, we're going to go take a look at a racer from Team France. We're going to look at Ben Obadi, who finished this week in 15th place. We pick Ben up as we have with everyone else at the top of the Russisprung. Very nice line, very nice split as well, 26.4, that's not bad. Very nice in the preparation for the fall away, for that traverse as he comes into the top of the panorama curve. A little bit wide on the line, a little bit to the left, a little bit off the gates, but okay, that's fine, it's safe. Because what you're trying to do is put down a good time, but there are places where he could be a little bit tighter on the gate and pick up a few more tenths here and there. So even here, he's quite wide on the line, but really, he's doing well. He's staying in through the Kernines. Watch this. Very nice. That was beautiful through there, very tight. Kept the speed very high at the end, coming out at about 108, which is quite okay. Under the Wasser station, and now into this beautiful long Super G section. First time we get to see this today. For me, this is really the make or break section of this course because you have to be carrying the speed. Here, you can't build so much speed, but you could definitely lose it. And here is where you have to keep things rolling. We come through the preparation for the Hanningschuss. And let's see how fast he goes if he matches his compatriot Johan Claret. Oh, well, about 147, 148. Comes around this big right-footed turn, which is the preparation for the Lauberhorn Sprung. Very nice, very right on the line. Stayed within the tracks. Starting to prepare for this last section, which is the ZLS into Kilde's corner. Very well executed. Let's see how he handles this very sharp S-turn and through Kilde's corner and finishes nicely. The first racer that made it to the end without crashing. Congratulations. Next, we're going to come up to Starek from Team EU, one of my teammates from last year. He finished this week in 14th place. So let's go take a look at his run and see how he did in Wengen. Here he is at the top of the Russisprung. Very nice line, 26.1. It's a nice split, very aggressive. Watch as he prepares for the traverse. I would like to see maybe a little bit tighter on this gate here, a little bit higher up, but still a very nice line into the panorama curve. 48.0. It's a little bit slower than what we've been seeing, but pretty decent still. Through the Hundschof. Nice jump, 71 meters. Into Canadian's corner. Everything is working. Ooh, very close to the A-net there as he does the Kernan S. Watch, very nicely through. Tight, high, kept the speed high. And now we pick up the long section of Super G. This is one of my favorite sections of this course, man. I mean, these turns maybe don't look like the most technical, but they come at you very fast, and it's very important to get the line right. Especially here, you should be very much like he did, high on the left-hand side there. And then again, high on the left-hand side, because right now you're doing this big left footer, which is going to take you to a nice hard right footer to prepare you into the Honningschuss. He only was like 149, I think he hit there. So very good speed down the Honningschuss. Coming through the right footer as he prepares for the Lauberhorn sprung. Now, by the time you get to this jump, I mean, most downhills have finished like 10 seconds ago. He's still got 30 seconds to go, man. He comes through this last section preparing for the ZLS and killed his corner. He pushed through this left-footed turn, keeping the speed nicely through killed his corner. And boom, home and dry in 2:24.2. That's a very nice time. Well done, Starek. Excellent run. Now we're going to go take a look at place 13 from Team France, a new racer again this year, Bubble 37. So let's go take a look at his run. A little bit wide on the exit from the Rissersprung. Oh, wow. Nice correction there. Everything looks good as he comes through. And a little bit wide there, but not so bad. Could maybe pick up a couple of tenths here and there. Very nice for the panorama curve. Could also keep a little bit tighter at the top there. Maybe pick up some time. Beautiful jump, 73 meters. And through Alpweg on the preparation for Kiernan S. Very nice. A little bit wide, but not bad. Made that gate easily. Kept up a lot of speed. 119.31. That's a very good split through there. Fastest that we've seen. Total muscle memory through the Super G turns. Well, that was a little bit late in the line, a little bit wide. He seems to have corrected it right back on the line. That's also a little bit late. Maybe he's getting a little bit late, losing a little bit of focus there. Let's see what speed he hits on the Honningschuss. 152 I saw for a second. Wow, very good. Big right-footed preparation to bring him into the Lauberhorn sprung. Up and over on the line. Doesn't go too wide there. 207, that's great. Very nice split through there. The guys are getting faster and faster and faster as he prepares for the ZLS. Watch this entrance. Very good. And right through killed his corner. No hit the net. Very good. 228.8 flat. Very good time. So excellent race from Bubble 37. Well done, good point score, holding up the French team very well. Next, we're going to go take a look at Luigi 001 from Italy, who wound up this week in 12th place. We're almost to the top 10, so let's go take a look and see how Luigi did on the Lauberhorn. Wow, it's a lot of air, 73 meters off that jump. A little bit wide on the line, a little bit to the left of the gate. He didn't hit the brakes, kept the speed going into the preparation for this long fall-away right-footed turn, which brings him into the panorama curve. Nice, very tight, a little bit off the line, but very, very nice, very tight. Hundschof. 65 meters, very good. Kept the air down, so it's always good because the lesser you get, the faster you get those skis back on the snow, the more time you save, the more speed you save. Ooh, very close, risking it all there. But beautiful through the S. Really nice split though, 118.9 as he hits the super G turns. Watch the line, very nice, close to the gate but not too tight, not too risky, keeping it safe, keeping it secure. A little bit wide there, but he manages to correct it and get back on it. Ooh, that was tight on that gate. That was a little bit risky there. Maybe a little bit needlessly, but he made it. Let's see, 153 I saw there for a second, so great split as well. Just a nice speed, great split as he comes through this long right-footed turn, which is the preparation for this left footer into the Lauberhorn sprung. Nice, kept the line. 206, man, that's a nice split. So we're seeing them progressively get faster and faster. Very nice preparation into ZLS. Nice on that gate, carries a lot of speed, beautiful through Kitzbühel corner, and finishes off to 222.4. So well done. Congratulations to Luigi on his very, very good first race. Next, we're going to go take a look at a returning veteran from last year, someone that we actually interviewed and talked to, Lego from Team Switzerland, who finished this week's race in 11th place. Beautiful line, very tight on that gate, very aggressive, but still giving himself some safety. Once again, aggressive, but not too aggressive. Close to the line, close to the perfect line where he needs. Nice and high through the traverse, which prepares him very well for the panorama curve. Brakes a little bit to take off the speed. And then here we go, hitting the Hundsgraaf. Now, you should note that he was on, 48 seconds through the top of the panorama curve through that split there, which is, a little bit slower than some of the other guys, but still, he finishes faster than most of them, because from this section down, as he goes through, watch this S, he keeps like 107, 106, very high speeds there, and watch this split here. Oh, 119. So he picks all his speed through this section here by really knowing this line, really being on top of it, really focusing on getting through this in an efficient and effective way. Very nice. Let's see what his split is at the bottom here as he comes through the Honningschus. 152, that's a very nice split. So he picked up a lot of time on that section. So after the Wasser station, through these Super G terms, he picked up a lot of time coming through there. Watch this, what's he got here? 206, so yeah, he really worked those Super G turns, and in those turns, he picked up a lot of time, because his first couple of splits weren't faster than anyone else's. Finishing the ZLS through Kitzbühel corner, and boom, 222.3. Very well done. But I think it's a very interesting thing to note about that. Okay, his top couple of splits, they weren't the fastest we've seen. They weren't blazing fast, but from Wasser station to the bottom, he picked up time on every single section. So, he had a great series through the Super G turns, and he had a great closing section. So well done, Lego. Very nice, and congratulations on your first run in the Nations Cup 2025 Championships. Now, we get to the top of the list. We're into the top 10. We have Bastio 64 from the French team who finished in 10th in his very first race in a Nations Cup tournament. Very nice, nice line, right where you're supposed to be, no problems, no issues. Beautifully executed. A little bit on the left-hand side for me. It drives him a little bit late in the line there. 47.4, that's a nice split. good time as he prepares for this gigantic jump. Let's see how many. Ooh, that was close to the wire. 67.5 meters. A little bit wide on Canadian's corner, but nicely through. A little bit wide, a little bit down on speed. I think the lowest I saw was 104, so he lost a little bit of speed, but still 119.1. It's a very good time, very nice split. And here he's going to really work these turns. So gliding where he needs to, hitting the line just right, anticipating where he needs to be. And this is the key turn here. Very well done, tied on the line. And again, he stays very high on that, which is exactly what you need. Also there, which gives him the ability to prepare very nicely for the Hanningschuss. He doesn't hit the top speeds. He's 4 or 5 kilometers an hour down from the other racers, but he gets a very good split and a very good time through here. So watch as he comes off the Lauberhorn sprung. A little bit wide. Let's see what he gets here. 206.4. That's a very nice aggressive split. And what I like about this run, he's taking risks, but he's also keeping safe and just getting clean where he needs to. Killed his corner in the last jump. Oof, almost a little bit close to the wall. 222.26. I think it's interesting to watch, the guys who are getting the best times and are finishing well and doing well and moving up into the top 10 are pushing where they need to and just being clean where they just should. So it's not about pushing on every turn. It's about knowing where to push and knowing where to just keep it clean. And that's the difference between, the first 10 or so skiers we saw who missed gates or crashed or whatever, and these that are now putting in times, which, okay, maybe not be as fast as, the World Cup where you get unlimited tries or whatever, but they're good, fast, solid, effective runs, and that's how you score points in the Nations Cup in this one-run format. Next, we're going to go take a look at the number 1 from Team Austria, Hermann, who finished in 9th place this week on the Lauberhorn. A little bit off, just manages to sneak through that gate, a little bit of a misdirection off that big jump, cost him a few tenths. Coming through very nicely. It's funny because, normally Hermann is, number 1 or number 2 in everything. So there was just a few little wobbles here and there. One of them we saw off the Russisprung where he a little bit got the direction wrong. But, it's a testament to his skill. He made a few mistakes. Here also, a little bit off the line. But he manages to not only not crash, keep it in the line, but now he starts working and working and working to pick up the extra speed and to make up the time. And he has just a beautiful line through the Kurnen S. And watch this, even with those couple of mistakes up top, he still comes through here with 119.1. So even though he lost a couple of tenths up the top for those kind of a few small direction or line errors, he manages to pull it back and really work this very fun Super G section right where he needed to be on that gate. Again, he's bashing the gates, but notice he's close enough to the gates, but he's not going over. Here also, a little bit wide, a little bit late in the line. But what I think is so amazing about this guy, he's made several mistakes, and yet he still pulls it back together and comes through in a very nice split. 152.5 is quite good. As he prepares for the Lauberhorn sprung. Nice big left-footed turn. Little bit wide there too. So, but 206.69. Very good. As he sets up the ZLS. Comes through nicely. Carrying a lot of speed. Through Kilda's corner, high and tight. And hits it in 222.1. That's what I mean about some of these top racers. Okay, this wasn't the perfect run like we're used to seeing from Hermann. There were a few mistakes here and there. There were a few things that were off here and there. And yet, every time he made a mistake, he pulled it back together and found ways to push and pick up time and still finish in the top 10. So, that was a very well executed run, and congratulations to Hermann on his first run in the 2025 tournament. 9th place for Team Austria. Next we come to place 8, Swagmaster 13 from Team Switzerland. So let's go take a look at Swag's run and see how he did on his first tournament, his first run in the 2025 tournament. We pick up Swag at the top of the Russisprung. A little bit late in that line, a little bit too far to skier's left. A little bit of wobble there, but yeah, he gets it right back in control, gets right back on line, gets right on top of things. Nice preparation into the traverse here, this long fall-away turn, which lets him go right into the preparation. 47.2, that's a great time. That's a nice split. For the preparation for the Hunskopf through the panorama curve. Ooh, it's also very far to the skier's right. No problem through Minchkanta. Canadian's corner also. Look at how nice and high he is up on this line. Very at the top as he comes through the Kernen S. Dude, his time, okay, his time dropped a little bit there. He at one point I saw 100 flash on the screen, but still as he comes through 118.5, I think that's one of the fastest splits we've seen so far through the water station. And now he really puts the pedal down, and I think he just finds another gear coming through this Super G section here. Very nice on that line. Again, close to the gates, aggressive enough, but not pushing it too hard. I mean, and that's the balance that needs to be found this year with a one-run tournament. You have to be aggressive, but you can't be overly aggressive. You have to know how far to push and when to back off. 152.0, it's a beautiful split through the bottom of that as he brings through this right-footed turn where he sets himself up very nicely through the Silberhorn sprung. Very nice on that gate. 206 flat is a very nice split as he prepares for the closing S-turn, the ZLS into Kildes corner. Very tight on that S-turn. Nice left, right in the middle of the slope. 221.8. That's the first time. That's the first sub 222 that we've seen. Well done, Swag. Very nice run, and it puts him in 8th place overall for this week for Team Switzerland. So now we come to some of the biggest surprises of this week's tournament. Okay, there were a lot of surprises, a lot of crashes of top racers. You know, a lot of the top racers I don't think performed to the level that they would have wanted to the level that we sometimes expect them to. But there were some new teams and new racers that just blew my mind, and the first couple of them are coming now. This is the first time for this new racer from the German team, Fabu743. And he has, you know, with his first race, he's coming to the top 10, so that's really amazing. So let's go take a look at his run down the Lauberhorn. Beautiful, quite good on the line. He comes through the preparation to the traverse section, so nicely through this open top section. Good speed, 140, that's great. Nice. He comes into the panorama curve, very nice, into the Hunskopf. Good, 75 meters, man. That's a big jump as he brings it through Canadian's corner in the preparation for the all-important Kernen S. Nice, nice. Pretty good. A little bit wide, not so bad. But let's see what his split is here. Nice, 119 flat. That's a pretty decent time as he comes into this all-important Super G section, giving the gates enough space that he can stay safe, but tight enough that he holds the line pretty well. Nicely through there, nice and high. Again, a nice line through that, and now this big left-footed turn, which is the preparation for the Hanningschuss. Very good, very tight through both of those. Let's see what he hits. 150, held 150, nice. Oh, it's a very good split too, 152 flat. Beautiful. Into this long right-footed turn, which is the preparation for the Silberhorn sprung. A little bit wide there, but still didn't hit the brakes. 206.1, perfect. Into the preparation for these closing couple of turns, the ZLS. through Kilda's corner. Ooh, nice and aggressive on that gate. Very, very well done. Beautiful run from top to bottom, and his first race in the Nations Cup and a top 10. So congratulations to Fabu 743 of Team Germany on your 7th place. The Italian team, wow, just came from nowhere and stormed into the top. And it was led, I mean, the whole team did well, but it was led mostly by the performance of their number 1 and their number 2. We're going to take a look at the first one right now. Bofus 88, who placed 6 for Team Italy. That was a little bit late there, a little bit to the left, but he managed to sneak through that gate. But again, it's okay to be a little bit off the line. He didn't break, he didn't panic, he kept it together and just let the skis run, and then got himself back on the line as soon as he could. Nice and aggressive through the traverse. Well prepared through the panorama curve as he comes into the Hundshof. 73 meters, pressed that jump nicely, got himself on the snow very quickly. Tight and high through Canadian's corner. As he comes into the preparation for the Kuurne S. Beautifully done, very light, very nice and tight through that. Didn't lose much speed, in fast. The entry was fast, the exit was fast, and 118.8. A very good split coming through Water Station. As he now really puts the hammer down and gets really aggressive as he comes through this long, beautiful Super G section. Very nice on that line. Coming through very tight, aggressive, but just giving himself enough space that he doesn't have to worry about missing a gate or crashing out. Through the top of the Hanningschuss. And let's see, 148 was his top speed, but still 151.9. So even though he didn't have like the top speed, he carried, the time was good. His preparation into the Silberhornsprung is beautiful. Little bit misdirection coming off there, but still 206.1. That's a very fast split coming through that section as he prepares for this closing S-turn. Ziles comes through nice and tight into Kilda's corner. Perfect. And then 221.8. Well done, Bofus 88. The Italians have 2 racers in the top 10. Really well done. So that was the first one, Bofus 88. Now comes the Italian number 2, Freccia Blu. Let's go take a look at his run where he finished 5th on the Wengen Nations Cup 2025 downhill. Freccia Blu pushes out of the start hut as we take this nice, beautiful opening section, which brings him through this long, sweeping right-footed turn into the Obere curve. He comes through, very nice, very tight on that as he prepares to come into the Russisprung. Big right-footed turn. Very nice, a little bit of the Italian line, a little bit to the left there. And still, never panics, never hits the brakes, keeps it flowing, keeps it rolling, and then just moves through the gears as he prepares to come into the traverse. Very nice, very tight on that line, very high. And now he brings into the panorama curve 47.6, nice split, lots of speed, and he gets into the Hundshof. Very decent, 57.5 meters, so that's very nice, that's very interesting. That's one of the smallest flights we've seen, which means he got his skis back on the snow quickly and was, able to build speed as he comes into the S. Wow, it's a beautiful line through the S, tight, high, didn't lose much speed. And as we get into the Wasser Station, 118 flat. One of the best splits we've seen through that section. And now he really puts the hammer down as he focuses in on getting the line right through these Super G turns. A little bit late there, but that's very nice. Gets right back on the line. As he comes once again to the preparation, this left-footed turn to prepare for the Hanningschuss. Let's see what he can do speed-wise here. 152, very nice, very high speed. 150.8. That's of course one of the best splits we've seen through there. So he picked up a lot of time through the Super G section. The hard left-footed turn as he prepares for the Silberhorn sprung, makes it no problem. Yeah, there we go. Nice into the preparation for this last S turn, the ZLS. Gives it a little bit of space, heads right towards Kilda's corner, and comes in 220.7. That was the first competitor that we had under 221s. Congratulations to Bovis 88 and Freccia Blue, who both scored top 10s, and you know, Freccia scored a top 5. Well done, congratulations guys. Next, we come to an old teammate of mine, and surprisingly, the highest finishing person from Team EU All-Stars. I really expected the Team EU All-Stars would have at least, you know, 2 people in the top 10. I expected like Pepe or Mentalist and Amke would be up and in the top 10, but really it was only Amke this week that managed to finish in the top 10. So let's go take a look at his run at Wengen, where he finished 4th overall. Amke pushes out of the start hut. I can't get over this view, man. It's just so beautiful in the background. That must be so distracting if you're starting this run. Very nicely done through that top gate into the Oberkurve. Very tight, very, very aggressive on the gates. Nice, hard right-footed turn, which sets him up very well directionally for the Russisprung. Nice in the line, right in the middle where he needs to be. Ooh, that was a little bit close to that sign, but gets it right back on. Into the preparation for the traverse. Nice and high. Let's see what his split here is. 47.3. Through the Hundshof. 76 meters, beautiful flights. Nice preparation into Canadian's corner. Very nice on the line. Let's see how he prepares for the Kernan S. Nice, very high, very tight. Kept a lot of speed through there. Like 110, I think, was his exit speed. 118.1. It's a very good split coming through here, but now he's really going to push it through these Super G turns. And this is where he's going to carry a lot of speed. So you see, he's like still holding like 130, 122, very high. Some of the other guys were dropping a little bit lower, but he's able to even find a little bit speed here through this flatter Super G section, which is amazing. The right footer that brings him into the Haningschuss. Let's see what his top speed is as he comes down. 152, 150. I saw 152 briefly flash by. 151.1, which is just an amazing split. And he comes through the Silberhorn sprung very nicely. Let's see what it is here. 205.1. That's a really nice split. I mean, I think he picked up quite a bit of time between the end of the Super G section and after the Silberhorn sprung. Preparing for the ZLS, and now the right footer into Kilda's corner. And we see 220.5. Well done, Amke. Number 1 on Team EU All-Stars this week. Very well executed and very good run. Let's go take a look at the podium from Wengen. Starting with, this is a very interesting podium. Okay, we've got one returning player who took the silver this week, but we've got 2 brand new players who not only survived the pressure and the nerves of this one-run format, but I have to say, they just both kicked ass. So we've got 2 Austrians on the podium, one in the bronze position and one into the gold as the winner of this week. So let's start off with the first one, which is Dave 4. I think it's just Dave, but there's a lot of A's in it, so I said it like that. So Dave 4 for Team Austria, who finished 3rd and took the bronze medal this week at Wengen. He pushes out of the start hut. All the top guys seem to take the same line, going way off to the left to take advantage of that little dip there. Nicely through that first gate as he prepares for the Oberkurve. Tight, high, very aggressive on the line. Into the preparation for the Russisprung. Nice direction he's got. Ooh, little bit far to the right, little bit off, but he manages to correct it. There was also a little bit of a risky one. Watch how he slowly builds the pressure into this nice long right-footed turn on the reverse, staying very high, very good in the line. 46.9, it's a nice time through that split as he prepares for the Hunskopf. Let's see what happens. Very big jump, 73 meters. Perfect through Minchkante. Nice setup into the Canadian's corner. Maybe a little bit wide there, but nothing really to sneeze about. Into the Kernen S. Tight, nice. 106, 107 is his exit speed, which is very good, keeping the speed up coming out of the S. 117.9, I think that's the fastest split we've seen all day so far on the water station timer. Very aggressive on these Super G turns, hitting it exactly perfectly. The timing, the muscle memory, all of it's really working. Nice and high, never getting behind. Oops, that was a little bit risky there, a little bit tight. As he approaches the Hanningschuss, see what he gets as his top speed. I saw 150 flash by a couple of times. 150.4 is also his split, which is like very fast. The right footer that prepares and brings him into the Lauberhorn sprung. Hard left footer. 204.4. That's beautiful through that split. Nice preparation. Lets the skis run as he comes into the ZLS. Big left footer into the right footer of Kilde's corner. And wow, 220.2. Congratulations to Dave 4. First ski challenge Nations Cup race, first podium, and he manages to really step up and keep Team Austria at the very top of the standings. So congratulations, Dave. Congratulations on your bronze medal. Now we're going to go take a look at the silver medal winner for this week. From the silver medal winning team from last year, a returning team member, Jean-Julien from Team Switzerland. Jean-Julien pushes out of the start gate. It's funny, I was chatting with him on Discord. If you play the game, you're into the game, and you're not on the Discord channel for Ski Channel, get on it. You can talk to all the players. It's really cool. But I was chatting with him a little bit today about his run, and he said something really interesting to me. He said, I was very surprised that I placed so high, because for me, he said, I just thought the run was safe and solid, but nothing too fancy, nothing too spectacular. But I tend to think that in this one-run format, that's exactly what you need to be. I mean, safe, solid, aggressive where you can be and you need to be, but clean where you have to be. It's not about trying to bash every gate. It's about being safe when you need to be, solid when you need to be, clean when you need to be, and then aggressive when you can be. You have to take the risks where you can, and for the rest of the time, just ride it out on a nice, safe, clean line, giving yourself the space to stay in the course and finish. Watch as he comes through the S. Very nicely done. Let's see what his split is coming through the Wasser station. 118 flat. Very well executed. Now watch him attack these Super G turns. The line is good. He's staying off his edges. He's riding a flat ski through most of it, so he's carrying a lot of speed. Very tight and aggressive on that right-footed turn. And again, through this right-footed turn, which lets him prepare for this left footer, which is the last really big turn before you hit the Hanningschuss. A little bit of a directional issue off that blind roller, but not so bad. 150.6. That's a tight split. Brings the heat through the right-footed turn as he comes into the Lauberhorn sprung. Very nice, very well done. 204.4, very good split, but watch as he pushes through these last three turns and the ZLS to Kilde's corner. Very nice through there, carrying a lot of speed, and then perfect through there and finishes in 220.05. That was a beautiful run, 220.0. I mean, really well done. And it's funny because he just described it as solid and safe. But I think that's the goal in these one-run tournaments. Making sure you get to the bottom, making sure you push when you need to, and, just be clean where you have to be. And that's how you're going to score fast times and a lot of points for your team. So congratulations to John Julian. Well done. Congratulations to Team Switzerland as well. And now let's go take a look at our first champion of the 2025 season, a brand new racer in his first Nations Cup race. So first Nations Cup race, and he not only hits the podium, he wins. So let's go take a look at Lucas F. Lucas pushes out of the gate. It's funny because I was also chatting with Lucas on Discord about his run, and he, also said something very similar to, John Julian. He's like, I pushed when I needed to, but mostly what I was trying to do is be clean, stay in the lines, and, attack enough, but not push too hard where I made mistakes. I think that strategy really paid off because, he says he focuses when he's training on running the run over and over and over again until he gets good consistent times, and then he goes and does his run. So let's take a look now as he comes through the panorama curve to the big right-footed turn that takes him to the top of the Hundshof. Very nice jump, 74.9 meters, 75 meters. As he approaches the left footer in the Canadian's corner, he's tight, but not too tight, aggressive, but just aggressive enough, which lets him prepare very well for the S. He carries, 114, 115 speed, and as he hits the water station time check, 117.7, which is by far the fastest we've seen through there. And again, he doesn't let up. He has the line dialed in through this big Super G turns, knows it right on top of it. Look at the confidence, man. He knows where he wants to be. He knows what he wants to do, and he's just executing perfectly all the way through it. Yeah, I saw 150 flash up for a minute, but 149. But see, okay, he doesn't have the top speed. There was a couple guys that hit 152, 151, 150, but he has the fastest time of anyone as he comes through the Lauberhorn Sprung. A little bit wide, but see, a little bit wide, still doesn't panic. The best split all day off that section as he prepares for this closing S turn. Very nice and tight on that. Very tight through Kilda's corner. And then hits 219.9. Beautiful run. He held up to the pressure. He held up to the experience of the first time racing. And he just really, really crushed it from beginning to end. So well done, Lucas. Well-deserved gold medal. Congratulations to you on your first run. And I'm just so looking forward to seeing what's going to happen for the rest of the season with everyone here. So that's it. That's the top. That's all of the racers that we have. Let's go take a look at the standings, and then we'll go take a look at the team standings overall. Here's the results, the top 12 places. So you can see Lucas, John Julian, and then Dave for the podium. Again, we see the Italians at the top. It's funny. In the top 10, we have 3 Austrians, 2 Swiss, and 2 Italians. That's really, really a strong performance for the Italian team. And even when you look at it in the top 12, we have 3 Italians. So that is the kind of performance that explains why they were so strong and why their team finished so high this week in the Nations Cup race. Here is the second part, the second phase. So we see everyone from 13 on down. Just well done, and for some of those guys that had a little bit of issues with the turns and the gates, it's time to pick yourself up and dust yourself off and get yourselves back to us next week, because everybody misses a gate, man. Everybody crashes from time to time, and especially the last couple of years, people are crashing all the time. So let's see how you can do next week, and we'll see what happens as we come into Kitzbühel, which is, again, one of the classics and one of the most challenging courses that's out there. So let's go take a look at the overall Nations Cup team standings. I was just blown away by this because here, if you take a look at it, okay, Austria, Switzerland, the same 1 and 2 from last year. Germany was 4 last year. Europe All-Stars was 3. But look at that. Team Italy in 3rd place. I mean, we got a fight on our hands this year, fellas. It's like, this is very, very exciting. A lot of new players, led by a couple of veterans. And, I wonder if Italy can keep it going. Of course, though, Team EU All-Stars and Germany, they're not out of it. They're, maybe Team EU All-Stars is what? 29 points down. Team Germany is 45. I know that some of the people that struggled a little bit this week, they're going to, pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and, come back stronger than ever. I think we're going to have a really, really, really interesting race and season on our hands as we bring it through to the end of the season. I just wanted to say thank you to everybody for watching. So much, I guess I sound like a geek, but it was so much fun getting to talk about these races this week and actually analyzing the performances and seeing how everybody did. So congratulations to everybody. Congratulations to the top 3 and all the teams and everybody that competed. It was a really, really good race, and I'm just really excited to see what happens in the next races, to see how each team finishes. So once again, I wanted to give a little shout out to my co-host Marty. I hope everything's okay, Marty. I hope you're doing well. And then for the rest, pray for snow. We got a ton of snow here in Bansko, so pray for snow, and we'll see you on the ski slopes. Cheers. Bye-bye.